I think that there's the formal and there's an informal. I recently had a discussion with some of my girlfriends, and two of them are judges. Another one is an elected official, and we all sort of grew up as lawyers together before they went on to become elected officials. And we talked about the absence of a formal mentoring program. And so one of the things that we have done is we've, I guess, sort of picked two of our favorite young lawyers, and we are trying to make sure that we spend time with them. It's very informal in the sense that we invite them to lunch, or we call them when they're having a trial, and try to make sure that you keep track of them and you keep in touch with them. And I won't mention their names because they might be embarrassed, but I think that has worked out really well. I think one of the things that you have to do is make a conscious decision that it can't be just about you. That if you've reached a position of leadership, that there is a debt to be paid. There is an obligation that you need to give back. You need to figure out how you do it in the balance of everything else that you're doing. But I think in many little ways you can do that. I'm a mentor with a young girl that's in a elementary school here, a program through the Women's Bar Association, and we're pen pals. So we write each other letters every month. This month I had to write her about how I used to study in elementary school. It was hard to think back on how I used to study, but that's another way that doesn't take up a lot of your time. I have a 14-year-old stepdaughter, and I think that's one of the hardest mentoring programs that you can have, because every day the way you interact with your own kids is what we teach our girls on a day-to-day basis. And then finally there's organized programs. My mother is very involved in working with the Opportunity Center, particularly the women's shelter. And so that is run by a fabulous woman, Sister Elise Gingrich, I want to give her credit, who is a mentor in her own right. So it's not just a matter of taking food or giving money and helping in that way, but it's trying to be involved in people's lives and outside your own life and moving a little bit beyond. And I think that's maybe more than one way that you asked about, but I think there are many, many ways, and I think women in particular are very good at doing that.